Viewers, the latest news about Ethiopia, Amhara, Afar, and Tigray region is that viewers now several latest reports coming that heavy fighting is taking place in Dulala and Hartu Bori between Burka and Givane in state 4 of the Afar region. And the main purpose of Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army is to cut off Djibouti Addis Ababa main highway from Afar region and Djibouti to Dasi main road is also under the control of Tigray Defense Force. Because on the other hand, Tigray Defense Force claiming that Tigray Defense Force soldiers with Oromo Liberation Army are very close to cutting off the long road from Givane to Avesh, and fighting is also going on in Mille area of the Afar region. Because the fighting is becoming intensifying in Afar region between Ethiopian National Defense Force, its allies, and on the other side, Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army. These drones and fighter jets are also taking part in the ongoing war in Afar, and Ethiopian National Defense Force with its allies try to defend the Djibouti Addis Ababa main highway using drones and fighter jets. And on Thursday, Tigray Defense Force also shot down one jets of the Ethiopian Air Force, and a video of helicopter destroyed helicopter during the shoot down I already uploaded in shorts. You can check the video there. Because on the other hand, Oromo Liberation Army claiming that they are in control of Burayu on the outskirts of the Ethiopia's capital Addis Ababa. And at this time, thousands of Oromo Liberation Army soldiers present in the outskirts of Addis Ababa and waiting for more soldiers to attack on the Ethiopia capital Addis Ababa. And thousands of new soldiers are already on the way towards Addis Ababa. And in recent weeks, the Oromo Liberation Army has claimed successive victories over government forces in Oromia, and the Oromo Liberation Army claiming that it is fighting in several key areas of Oromia and victory is very close. But the Ethiopian government says it has recaptured some parts of Waghamra, south of Wolo and north Wolo. And they also claim that they had seized the town of Kemse, which had been captured by Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army forces in recent weeks, in recent days. But it is confirmed that all key areas on A2 highway like Kemse, Atae, Kambolcha, Desi, Habro, and Sikyota in Waghamra still under the control of Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army. And I also inform you that at this time Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army claiming that they are rapidly advancing towards Addis Ababa. And the Ethiopian government's information minister claimed that government forces were working to retake many areas south and north of Wolo, as well as Hamra, adding that government forces had cordoned off the area. But so far, Tigray Defense Force and Oromo Liberation Army have not commented on the government's claim of recapture several areas. Because yesterday, US imposed sanctions on Eritrean army, its ruling party, and two individuals in connection with crises in Ethiopia. And the entities and individuals designated today are the Eritrean Defense Force, the People's Front for Democracy and Justice (PFDG), Abraha Casa, Hidri Trust, Hagos, and Red Sea Trading Corporation. And today, Ethiopian government declared a statement on US sanctions on Eritrea. In a statement from the Ethiopian government said, the Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia opposes the imposition of US sanctions on Eritrea. And I believe that the United States has failed to consider the key facts. The statement contained several points. First is that the Tigray People's Liberation Front fired rockets at the independent country Eritrea after an indiscriminate attack on the Tigray People Liberation Front and the Northern Command of the Ethiopian National Defense Force on 3rd November 2020. And it is an independent right. Eritrean government has a responsibility to respond to threats to its independence and security. And second is that the Ethiopian government has never lodged a complaint with the international community regarding the presence of Eritrean troops on its territory in order to defend the territorial integrity of the country. And number third is that the government of Eritrea withdraws its troops from Ethiopia following the declaration of a unilateral humanitarian ceasefire by the end of June 2021 in order to achieve lasting peace in Ethiopia. And the real and current threat to peace in Ethiopia and the Horn of Africa region is the ongoing violence and aggression of the Tigray People Liberation Front. But now it is confirmed that Eritrean troops present in Ethiopia and fighting alongside of the Ethiopian National Defense Force. So it is not a big deal for Ethiopia to make such a statement. It was already clear that Ethiopia would try to defend Eritrea. Whereas on the other hand, today Amnesty International said that ethnic Tigrayans in Addis Ababa, including children and the elderly, were targeted arbitrary arrests and mass detonations after a state of emergency was enacted earlier in November. And most detainees are being held without charge or access to a lawyer. Amnesty revealed that arrests are conducted through house to house searches by security forces with support from vigilante groups who check the IDs of people on the street. Detainees, including civil servants, Orthodox, and a lawyer, are being held in youth centers and other informal detention centers across Addis Ababa because police stations are overflowing. And the report spoke of a climate of fear surrounding Tigrayans, scared that they could be rounded up anytime. It is noted that some of the measures allowed in the state of emergency proclamation where it allows security forces to arrest and detain anyone without a warrant if there is responsible suspicion of cooperation with terrorist groups, and to detain them without judicial review for as long as the proclamation is in place, violate international human rights law, which prohibits arbitrary detention and discrimination in all circumstances. The report estimates that the number of detainees could be hundreds and potentially thousands. So, viewers, so far is the latest update. For more latest update, please subscribe channel. Thanks for watching.